This is the TypeScript design goals document, number 3 here. So Ryan, were you the one who wrote this, you said?
Yeah.
So this is contrasted to, like, at the same time, they've changed a little bit since then, but like there's this line here from, this is the flow docs. It's not exactly, neither are exactly the same as they were, 5 years or 6 years or 10 years ago. But, there's this line, flows tries to be as sound as possible, and until you said some of the stuff you said just now, this sounded like a contrasting point. But actually, when I read them both, maybe they're really the same. I mean, do you have any thoughts on the wording of that sentence that you wrote one time years ago and how it may have affected the trajectory of TypeScript compared to, the rest?
I think so I wrote this, I think this page was last edited, like 7 years ago at this point, 6 years ago?
Yeah, this list really started like 10 years ago, or like 9 years ago.
Those goals are, I think, unchanged from when I wrote them, in collaboration with the team, like 7-ish years ago. If I had to write that sentence again, I think I would write it differently, but I don't want to edit this page and break my streak.
Okay. All right. I dig that.
I think there's something to be said of like, this didn't have to be edited for years, right? So it's kind of like lasted, right? There's some minor edits that I think were made on that, but
I think there's like a typo fix. I think I have been thinking every once in a while I come back to this. I'm like, I could phrase that a little more precisely, and I think if I had to, if I didn't have to boil that down to exactly that sentence to make it short, I would just write with like what Flo wrote is our position as well. I don't see a difference.
Yeah, that's really interesting context to have.